This is a brief introduction to the Forrest line of made-to-measure horizontal blade bandsaws. These are horizontal blade machines. Bandsaws, obviously, high-speed machines running blade speeds 3,000 to typically 4,500, but as fast as 6,000 feet per minute. So this machine is set up with 3,000 feet per minute blade speed, so that's a high-speed machine. So it's a horizontal blade bandsaw cutting in a horizontal plane, meant for cutting things like insulation, plastics, foams, composite core materials, pretty much anything other than metal. Some woods, but that's a special case. Anyway, this is a built-to-order machine. It is a head only. We're not providing any kind of workpiece positioning table or conveyor or anything. The customer for this machine is going to put this in their own process. They're going to put this astride their own conveyor system for moving the workpieces through. So they just need a saw head. So we sold them a head. This machine has, I think it's about 68 inches of working blade length. We're currently set up with a 1-inch wide blade, running on 20-inch band wheels, roller blade guides. The machine uses, in this case, a 2-horsepower, 3-phase brake motor. We have this machine set up with variable speeds, so you can run the blade faster or slower according to your process. The customer for this particular machine is cutting through a expanded polystyrene type material, so it doesn't require much power at all. 2 horses is more than adequate. The blade height is adjustable. On this machine we've got adjustable from about 18 inches up to plus, I think, 48, 50 inches. The customer for this application does not anticipate changing blade height very often. So we have a manual head raise lower mechanism. Basically it's a hand crank back over here where you can't see it. It does include an electronic digital readout to indicate blade height above your reference point. The control panel for this machine, which is kind of hidden away over here. Nice little control cabinet, includes a fuse disconnect. The blade drive here is an inverter. So it takes a little bit of work to make a brake motor and an inverter get along. We've done that here. So we have, I'll show it here better. This machine has pneumatic blade tensioning. So over here on the control panel, I have a tension-detension switch. Detention, moves in, tension, moves out. Blade tension is controlled with an air pressure regulator. So the machine comes with a chart for a given size of blade and desired blade tension. You set the pressure regulator PSI. I think I'm running 60 PSI right now. Gives me about 15,000 PSI on a 1-inch wide 035 blade. Another advantage of the pneumatic system is we include a blade breakage detector. In short, we have a sensor that detects if the air piston strokes all the way out. The only reason the piston should ever stroke all the way out is if you've broken the blade or the blade just isn't there. That's a fault. So you get a red light on the panel and the motor won't start. If you have either insufficient or no air pressure, that reads as a fault. You can't start the motor. Also, if you simply have the switch in the detention position, you can't start the motor. So common sense kind of stuff. That's all on the panel face over here. Then we have motor start, motor stop, and blade speed knobs over here. So press start, motor accelerates to operating speed. Right now I'm running about half speed, so 30 hertz. There's full speed. It's a nice, quiet, smooth running machine for how big it is. And when you push the stop button, it pretty much stops straight away. So we have the ability to build these in widths, heights, and other configurations. per your specific need. Most of the time we sell these machines with something to handle the workpiece, a traveling table, conveyor, fixed table, whatever. But I do have customers several times a year who need just a saw head to do their own system. So this is a variation on our standard model 480i, where the blade return is above the working portion of the blade. We also have a machine we call a model 480p, or just plain 480, where the blade return is below the working portion of the blade. We can set up either one. So we also have the ability to do some interesting customization. I'm going to pan over here for you. I have here a double blade horizontal saw. So I have two separate bandsaws, one each of our model 480p with the blade return low, and a 480i with the blade return high. We're looking at the back side of this machine, by the way. So I have two horizontal bandsaw blades, and I can adjust the position of both of them. They're in the same vertical plane, but I can adjust the position of both blades. These machines are controlled with a similar control system. These have bigger motors. These are running 5 horsepower motors, a little bit different control cabinets, but we do have the ability to configure these machines to your application. So if you have a product in the medium low density category, anything foam, insulation, plastic, as I said before, and you need a horizontal saw to drop into your process, please give us a call. We can help you. Again, this is Forrest Manufacturing, and I appreciate your time.